My position is very simple. There are flaws in our budgetary process. The financial statement is the financial statement. You can't run away from that. That is stats put together by technocrats or whatever. But the budgetary process, in my mind, continues to be seriously flawed. It is centered too much around the Minister of Finance or the Ministry of Finance. And this is not any criticism of my friend Minister Sinclair or his staff or whatever. And I've quietly raised these issues the last couple of years. I have been part of the cabinet for the last 9 years. I've seen how it works, and I've also seen how it does not work. And I also believe I have a perspective on how it should work. I think there's just too much secrecy and mystique around a budget. You're playing with people's lives, the future of businesses and ordinary citizens. And I take a little bit of offense to all the mystique and secrecy around a budget. Let the country know what is the true state of the economy, as we attempt to occasionally, and let people weigh in on all the possible options. Put a document out there that we can say these are some options that we will consider, and engage the stakeholders, and do that process maybe for a few weeks. So any day the Minister of Finance and other ministers get a good feel of the pulse. Not you can always dissipate those who get emotional and very partisan and political in their perspective. But what happens? It almost seems as though this is a document prepared by a grouping, and therefore you get to Parliament, and then we have to vote on it and support it, because on the government side support it without any questions and defend it to the hill. And then what happens after that is that then you find yourself pulling back from some of the policies, because it's not pressure, it is more a matter of enlightenment. Some other positions that come to light, or maybe use the wrong word or the wrong language in your statement, that is then interpreted by the public officers one way, interpreted by the stakeholders another way, and then you find yourself weeks and sometimes months after the budget, the Minister of Finance having to come and explain things and defend positions. And that position, it will never be perfect, but let us at least, work towards having something that's far more consultative and a lot clearer. If you take, for example, the 2% commission on foreign exchange, that is a matter that will affect the manufacturing sector. We can't fool ourselves on it, Manufacturers, by and large, have to buy some raw material from outside of Barbados. Not everything they can source here, which means that they have Jason, for example, and his team, Robert's Manufacturing, may have to buy some raw material from outside of Barbados. You can't buy it with Barbados dollars, so you have to buy US dollars. And we're trying to curb the demand for US dollars on one hand. But if we put the folks who are going on a shopping trip to Miami and treat them the same vein as you treat a manufacturer who's buying raw material necessary for his as inputs into his process, then you may very well be penalizing someone who you didn't intend to penalize, because this is a sector that may be in some respect earning foreign exchange if they export, or saving foreign exchange because they provide a substitute in Barbados. Likewise, the international business sector too, and they need to bring clarity to who the 2% commission applies to. And I said in the floor of Parliament, you can't kill the goose that lays the golden egg. The international business sector is, in my mind, the more significant contributor to Barbados' foreign exchange. Without recourse to empirical evidence, I suspect it is a larger net contributor to foreign exchange than even tourism. Because for every dollar we bring into this economy, in the international business sector, nearly 75 cents stays here. It goes to salary, wages, rents, professional fees. So we're not buying any inputs to produce a product to sell abroad. And where the law is very clear, it is very pellucid that a licensed entity in the international business financial services sector is allowed to hold a foreign currency account in a foreign currency of their choice. You really can't expect a man to bring his foreign currency and then be charged a commission for using it. Now that is different than if he takes Barbados dollars and go to buy US dollars. But you have a US dollar account. Likewise, there are some regular Barbados companies involved in the industry and some other service providers that are allowed to have foreign exchange accounts with the permission of central bank. I too feel that they should be exempt. You can't penalize people for using their own FX.